Jambo. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a journey to the heart of East Africa, to a land that's not just a safari destination, but a cradle of humanity itself. We're talking about the incredible nation of Kenya and its amazing people. From ancient fossils that tell the story of our earliest ancestors to a vibrant modern culture, Kenya is a place of immense depth and beauty. So, grab a cup of chai, get comfortable, and let's explore the rich history and captivating culture of the Kenyan people. Let's rewind the clock, way back. Kenya's Great Rift Valley is often called the cradle of humanity for a reason. It's here that some of the oldest fossil evidence of early hominids has been discovered, literally connecting all of us to this very land. For millennia, indigenous groups like the Khoisan, followed by Bantu, Nilotic and Cushitic peoples settled across this diverse landscape, laying the groundwork for the nation's future. Each group brought its own unique language, customs and way of life, creating a complex tapestry of communities long before the first ships appeared on the horizon. Starting around the 1st century AD, a new chapter began to unfold along the Indian Ocean coast. Arab traders, navigating the monsoon winds, arrived in their dhows. They weren't just passing through. They established bustling trade networks, exchanging goods like ivory, gold and spices for cloth, beads and porcelain from distant lands. This interaction led to the birth of the unique Swahili culture, a beautiful fusion of African and Arab influences. Many traders settled, intermarried with local Bantu communities, and helped introduce Islam to the region. Cities like Mombasa and Lamu became thriving centers of commerce and culture, with a distinct language and architecture that you can still see and feel today. The winds of change blew again in the 15th century with the arrival of European explorers, but it was in the late 19th century that British influence truly took hold. In 1895, the region was declared the East Africa Protectorate, which later became the Kenya Colony in 1920. This colonial era was a period of profound and often painful transformation. The British built the famous Lunatic Express railway from Mombasa to Lake Victoria, a monumental feat of engineering that forever altered the country's interior. However, this period was also marked by the suppression of local populations, the seizure of fertile lands, and the devastating impact of the slave trade, which left deep scars on communities. But the spirit of the Kenyan people is one of resilience. The desire for self-determination grew stronger with each passing year. A powerful independence movement emerged, fueled by a collective yearning for freedom. This struggle culminated in a historic moment on December 12, 1963, when Kenya finally gained its independence from British rule. The nation's first Prime Minister, and later its first President, was the iconic Jomo Kenyatta. A year later, in 1964, Kenya officially became a republic, stepping onto the world stage as a proud, sovereign nation, ready to forge its own destiny. This hard-won freedom remains a cornerstone of the national identity. Now, let's dive into what makes Kenya's culture so incredibly vibrant today. It's a kaleidoscope of traditions, thanks to its over 40 distinct ethnic groups. You have major communities like the Kikuyu, the Luhya, the Luo, and the Kalenjin, just to name a few. Each group has its own unique languages, music, dance styles, and artistic expressions. Imagine traveling across the country and experiencing this incredible diversity firsthand. From the intricate beadwork of the Maasai to the storytelling traditions of the Luhya. It's this mosaic of cultures living side by side that gives Kenya its unique soul. So, how does a nation with such diversity stay so unified? A big part of the answer lies in shared values. One of the most powerful concepts is Harambee, a Swahili word that means pulling together. This isn't just a motto, it's a way of life. You'll see it in action when communities come together to build a school, help a neighbor in need, or fundraise for a local project. It's a spirit of collective responsibility and mutual support. Another deeply ingrained value across almost all communities is a profound respect for elders. They are seen as the keepers of wisdom and tradition, and their guidance is highly valued in family and community matters. Let's talk language. While Kenya has two official languages, Swahili and English, which bridge communication gaps across the country, there are dozens of other indigenous languages spoken every day. This linguistic richness is incredible. Swahili, in particular, has given the world some of its most famous phrases. You've probably said safari when planning a trip, which simply means journey in Swahili. And of course, who doesn't know Hakuna Matata? Thanks to The Lion King, this phrase meaning no worries has become a global mantra for a carefree attitude, perfectly capturing a piece of the warm, welcoming Kenyan spirit. Kenyans are also renowned for their creativity and artistic flair. The country pulses with a rhythm all its own, expressed through music, dance, and stunning visual arts. From traditional folk songs passed down through generations to the modern beats of benga and genje music that fill the clubs of Nairobi, there's a soundtrack for every aspect of life. Kenyan writers have also made their mark on the world stage, weaving powerful stories of their homeland. This artistic expression isn't just for show, it's a vital part of the cultural fabric, a way of celebrating heritage, commenting on society, and imagining the future. Finally, let's touch upon the importance of tradition in marking life's biggest moments. Rites of passage are deeply significant in Kenyan culture. Ceremonies for events like naming a newborn, marriage, and honoring the deceased are still widely practiced. While the specifics of these rituals vary greatly from one community to another, they are all steeped in traditional beliefs and serve to strengthen family and community bonds. These age-old customs connect the present generation to their ancestors and ensure that cultural heritage continues to thrive, even in our rapidly modernizing world. From the dawn of humanity to a dynamic, independent nation, the story of the Kenyan people is one of incredible resilience, diversity, and unity. It's a culture built on the principle of Harambee, pulling together, and a spirit that truly says, Hakuna Matata. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next adventure. Until next time, Kwaheri.